Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Let's Play Skyrim. I don't know if you guys are getting that, but I am getting that my audio isn't it's being weird. Oh, that may explain quite a bit of it. My audio is basically gone. There we go. The reason that happens is sometimes I take my audio off. But hey guys, and welcome back. I am the Seven Swords, and we are back in Skyrim. Well, technically we're at Clockwork Castle, which is in between Morrowind and Skyrim. It's technically on the border. I'm not entirely sure which province we're technically in right now. But what I can say is that right now we are in 2025. Me recording this and you guys watching this. This will be the last time that I can say that, though. I will be recording in 2025, but I have made the decision that this will be the last episode you guys will see until next year. So after this video, Sarah will be taking you guys will be getting a break. I will not be stopping my recording as much. I will still be recording as often as I can in order to get us back on track for January. You guys most likely won't get a Skyrim video on January 1st. It'll most likely start January 2nd. It might start January 1st. I don't know. We'll see. One video you guys will be getting on January 1st is the 2026 update video where I talk about everything going on. That'll go into more detail about that. But let's focus on Sarra and get started to work. Now, we are doing the experimental subject for Neloth. And I actually did some research into this because I didn't want this to last super long without kind of knowing where this would go. I didn't look into it super far. I just looked into what it is that I need to do to get the experimental effects to happen that we need to go talk to Neloth about. And I have found out that we have to touch one of the elements that you don't touch very often in Skyrim, but you do see it a lot. And that is water. So apparently we're supposed to touch water, and then we're going to have to go back and see Neloth. I feel as though I was lied to. Okay, what happened? I let Neloth cast an experimental spell on me. I've discovered a potentially dangerous side effect. Normally it boosts my health, but if I am in the rain or swim, it reduces my health. Interesting. So that would be bad for rain. I don't really see it bad for swimming. I only get attacked. The only thing I get attacked by in the water is slaughterfish. Unless I'm running from archers shooting bows at me. So I don't see that as too bad of an effect. I was curious on what the effect was, because I didn't see a change. But apparently my health decreases. We haven't actually seen what those two buildings are. I might go see what those two buildings are after we talk to Neloth, because I actually don't know what those two buildings are. I only know about Tel Mithryn and the apothecary shop to the left. You going up? Alright. Hey Neloth.
My new steward is acceptable. If only he made better tea.
Your spell made me weaker once I got wet. Not.
Well,
I hate this interface sometimes.
If wet, you say? I suppose, yes, I can see how that would have inverted the tenor. Unfortunate. Couldn't you simply avoid water? No, that won't do. Can't have you forego bathing. The ashlands can leave one a bit pungent, and it's obvious you've been through them. Here, I'll just remove it. Here's a bit of coin. Should help mitigate your inconvenience.
Thanks. Although I kind of was hoping you'd still have me. Huh. No. Can you trade me in enchanting?
Ridiculous. The question is, should I? I suppose if it's going to be done right,
trade me in enchanting. And then let's see what he's got for sale real quick. See if we can do some selling while we wait for our level ups to finish. Now, we don't have a lot of our potions on us, although we do have a bunch of these fortified potions, which that will work gloriously. Normally, I would want to keep those, but
Are we done?
I find that I want my money back. In the last episode, we did a bunch of grinding. I really wanted to finish that because I think we're done with Nailoth for now. I don't think we might not see him for the rest of the game. I did remember that we have another thing we gotta go take care of, so we're probably gonna go take care of that today. But first I want to see what these are before we leave, because if not, it's gonna drive me crazy. Telmithrin Stewart House. That's not bad. That's where that other guy lives. Because I'm wondering if one of these is my house. Like, does this count as where I live? Is this my house?
Azura's wisdom to you, friend.
Telmithrin Kitchen. Okay, so no. Hi.
I heard you fought a dragon. That must have been terrifying.
Do you owe more girl money?
Well, sort of. I owed him 1,000 scepters, but not anymore. He doesn't dare try to collect now that I'm Nailoth's steward.
Except now he expects me to pay him.
Wow, sorry about that. He's never gonna stop, you know. He'll keep sending thugs after you until either you pay him or kill him.
Why don't you just pay him?
Pay him? Why? I mean, I don't have the money. Well, I might soon. Nailoth does pay well. But the important thing is, I don't have it. In fact, it's not likely I'll ever have it. Expenses, you know. Sorry about the thugs and Mogul and everything.
You should pay me what you can, you know that, right?
Well, oh, fine. Here, this is all I have.
Wow. Okay, fine. Whatever. I kind of feel bad now because I actually am not going to pay. I don't plan on paying the guy. He can send as many thugs after me as he wants. Sarah's going to just wipe the floor with them. They'll basically just be a free income. It's one reason why I don't quite understand sending thugs after somebody. Like, when does it become non-profitable for you to continue that? Like, I get the fact that he probably needs to worry about his image, but still. Alright, so, what was that thing I mentioned that we needed to take care of? We still have to do the Dawnguard stuff. I completely forgot that we were in the middle of the Dawnguard quest. The reasoning being because I was under the impression, I had, for some reason, thought we had finished it for a little bit, and the reason why was because I had truly been under the impression that we were done with the Dawnguard quest because I got Durnavir. And for me, Durnavir is the victory in that quest line. Like that, he's the payout.
I welcome you, friend.
Maybe got you. But there are a few reasons why we need to finish it still, so we are going to finish it. Don't worry, we're not going to sit here and not finish that quest. That is not one of the quests that I am letting go unfinished. We might go through it eventually, and I might talk about it eventually of what we're going to plan on finishing, but I don't want to do that right now. We're going to go ahead and just head to Castle Volkar. I want to get this taken care of today, and I don't want to have to walk all the way. I did mention planning on going into another playthrough. We might do an epilogue series after this, which basically is going to be Sarra to me talking about what happened in Sarah's story, because I feel like the ending is going to leave a lot of people questioning, but I don't want to go too far into that without being there, because I do think it's going to be an interesting little story. But let's get into the let's head into Castle Volkar. We can go ahead and find there he is. Let's see. Dark Brother. We also have to do the No Stone Unturned quest. I still plan on finishing that. The only thing about that is that we are waiting until we get to a certain point in the main quest line to start redoing it again. But we will be starting to work on that soon. Seeking disclosure. So, I don't see Harkon around. I kind of wish we could tell Delvin to follow us and talk to us in private, but...
Simple, isn't it? Yes. How may I serve you, my lady?
I have brought the Elder Scrolls. I have all three of them. We now have all three of
I'm
them.
afraid I won't be able to help you with the scrolls any longer, milady. Please do not be angry with me.
What are you talking about? Why wouldn't you be able to? Although now that I think about it, the blindfold might be a key to that.
I'm afraid in my haste to read the first scroll, I neglected the time I needed to prepare. The failure is purely mine to bear. As you can see from my bandages, it's not that I am unwilling, it's that I am physically unable.
You're blind.
Oh, please, milady. Please, forgive me.
I don't suppose there's a way I could cure you of it.
If only such a miracle existed, I'd overcome the impossible in order to secure it, if it meant pleasing you.
Does this mean we have no further use of you?
Although I would gladly die by your hand, perhaps I could offer an alternative way to read the scrolls.
Go on.
Oh, thank you, milady. Thank you.
The way, Delvin. The way, Dexian, please.
Scattered across Tamriel are secluded locations known only as Ancestor Glades. There's one in Skyrim in the Pine Forest. Performing the ritual of the Ancestor Moth within the glade should provide the answers you seek.
Explain this ritual to
It
me.
involves carefully removing the bark from a canticle tree, which will in turn attract ancestor moths to you. Once enough of the moths are following, they'll provide you with the second sight needed to decipher the scrolls.
Carefully gather the bark. How would I go about doing that?
In keeping with tradition, you must use a specific tool in the Ancestor Glade, an implement known as a draw knife. Every moth priest is taught this ritual, but few ever get the chance to perform it. You should consider yourself fortunate if it works for you.
Do I need to read the scrolls in any particular order?
From what I saw in the vision, the Elder Scroll which foreshadows the defiance of the gods with the blood of mortals is the key to the prophecy.
Is this normal for... Did something go wrong when you were reading the scroll? Is that why you went? Is that why you became blind?
Deciphering one of the Elder Scrolls is nothing like reading a simple book. There is quite a bit of ritual and concentration required. It can take months or even years to complete a single scroll, and even then, months to recover.
So is the price of reading an Elder Scroll that you'll go blind? Do all moth priests go blind?
Sadly, yes. It is the inevitable fate we agree to pursue when reading the Elder Scrolls. It generally does not occur until a moth priest is in his latter years, but in my case, I simply was not preparing myself properly.
Was there anything particular that went wrong with yours?
Deciphering one of the Elder Scrolls,
No.
it can take months or even
And I
years
feel like that
to
was gonna be the
complete a
same.
single scroll, and even then, months to recover.
You said I was collecting moths for this. You're a moth priest. Is there a connection between moths and the Elder Scrolls?
Well, as I'm sure you figured out by now, it's no mere coincidence that we're named Moth Priests. The voice of the Ancestor Moth has always been an integral part of reading the Elder Scrolls.
Moths barely make a sound, let alone speak.
Oh, the moths don't literally read the scrolls, but they maintain a connection to ancient magic that allows the Moth Priests to decipher them. If you
Interesting.
listen closely when you find the glade, you should be able to hear their song, a soft, harmonious trilling. It's through this ancestral chorus that the moths tap into a form of primal augur and become a conduit for deciphering the scrolls.
Interesting. How does that help moth priests?
By having the ancestor moths close to the moth priest, they can utilize the conduit and share the moth's augury. Only the most resilient of priests can do it this way. It takes years of practice to interpret the harmony.
I'm starting to think he's making most of this up. then how do I even stand a chance?
You've come this far, and you've found several Elder Scrolls. Whether you believe it or not, the scrolls have a mind of their own. If they did not want you to find them, they would not allow it. Because of this, I strongly believe you were meant to hear the ancestral chorus. Only one way to find out.
I guess that makes sense.
Fortune
I am coming
smile
back.
upon you, milady.
Yes, I am coming back for your head if I end up going blind, though.
I won't tear your arms off. Simple, isn't it?
Now, where did... Ah, there you are.
Oh, what is it?
Oh. I'm pretty sure you haven't been following me. Why is it... whatever. She's always been an interesting character. She's a lot more interesting than most characters. Well, I would normally have her constantly following me, but we've seen how annoying I get with her being around sometimes. And she can get buggy sometimes if you mess with her the wrong way. Anything to talk about?
Yes.
Nope. All right. Back to the Clockwork Castle, because the pine forest that he's talking about is in the southern part of Skyrim. Do I look any different, by the way? Other than the fact that you're standing on the pipe so you feel significantly taller than me? Not simping for you. It's not happening. Oh, I think I made her angry. I do know how most people feel about Sarra and her particular connection to the player. Mostly the lack of their ability to have a relationship with her. I personally don't care. I've never really found an attraction towards any character in Skyrim, let alone Sarra herself. So, yeah. But, yes. Okay, we have Falkreath set, so let's go to Falkreath. As far as Dexian's being blind situation, I do believe that Sarra should technically have the technique to restore his sight using Aetherius magic. I believe Sarra would be able to do that. I believe it would be within her realm of possibility. I can understand why. Obviously, the reason why I'm not going down that path is because that's not an option for us. I would much rather restore his sight, have Sarra restore his sight, rather than risk her own life with this. But I could also say the other reason why Sarra doesn't bother restoring his sight, one reason is she doesn't have a reason to, she would rather have the ability to read the scrolls herself. Especially since she does believe that he is right. That the scrolls have a kind of will of their own. They're powerful artifacts. They're strong enough to have a will of their own. So it's possible that the scrolls themselves have chosen Sarra to kind of guide her along this path. She also believes that her Aetherius magic is probably also another factor involved, and that her having Aetherius magic should help with this. We now have 3 Elder Scrolls though, and that is the max that we will find in this game, as far as I'm aware. I don't know of any other Elder Scrolls in the game, but yes. There is another thing I wanted to talk about. I don't want to talk about it too much because it is one of those things that's like, it's going to be a bit of a spoiler for later game, but I do have a plan that I'm going to try and go down in order to see something that I'd like to know of regarding the later points of the main quest line. Just understand that we're going to be going down the quest line in a very interesting way, and I am trying to get up here to get up to this glade, but it appears that it's giving me a hard time. Hopefully we're getting closer. I meant to grab the Staff of Magnus and forgot. Do we have a staff on us? If not, we might be going back to, we might be heading back to get the Staff of Magnus. No particular reason why we're getting the Staff of Magnus. I need Ace. Oh, nope, we have the Thunderbolt Staff. That will work just fine. I technically wanted the Staff of Magnus, but this will work just fine. Elemental Blast. because this is now, we are made our way up to the Ancestor's Glade. Now, our schools real quick. Let's go ahead and look at enchanting. We did get the enchanting one for improving improving our stuff with our masks. That we have the Flame of Magnus. While casting or concentrating on a staff in your left hand, you may attack with your right hand, dealing 50% more damage. We're not doing that, obviously. Staff recharge. Equipped staves regenerate 5 points of charge per second, up to their charge level when the last equipped or charged them with a soul gem. So we're going to go ahead and get that because that's useful. Charge tap. I believe this allows us to drains a quarter of your current weapon charge to restore health 15% amount drained, and magicka and stamina by 25% amount drained. If 2 enchantment equipments are equipped, the drain is split. Okay. And then attunement, all enchantments on equipment, weapons, and armors are 10% more powerful. We'll go ahead and take that. As of right now, we don't have any more of this. That's basically going to be a while for the thing for a while. I'm not going to bother going up the enchanting tree again until we are going to work on enchantments again, which will not be for a while. Philosopher's Stone. We might do that. The only reason why I might do that though is because of the fact that Philosopher's Stone might give us more. Oh, I forgot I wanted to pick something for this eventually. Because eventually we can get home mithril and then dimensional door, which grants us the ability to teleport to our home mithril, which we can get now. So I plan on getting this and then this, and what we're going to do is we're going to put home mithril at the farm. Wild shrines, maybe. I'm going to go ahead and get this. I don't think I'm wearing any armor. I think the mask might be armor, so that might not work. But hopefully it does. Wearing no light or heavy armor. Reduce incoming attacks. I want the wild shrines. We're gonna get the wild shrines. Sarah's gonna try and tap into magicka. Choose a spell type. Armor, cloak, conjure danger, conjure undead, invisibility, and 3 magic effects. Fortify, regenerate, walking water. The chosen magic effects will activate when you are affected by the chosen spell type. Interesting? Nah. Novice spells on any school cast 100% less to cast. Yes, please. Ooh, Novice and Apprentice. Yes. And then we have the Monarch. And then Arcane Thesis, which we haven't gotten to yet. That was a nice upgrade of abilities. Oh. Why did I get naked? Did it disequip all the stuff that did it disequip my armor because I was... Okay, let's see if we can put this stuff back on. Oh, I can't. It will work with my Mask of Magnus. The Ring of Resolve. All my shadow stuff. Stone of the Forebearer. I actually don't know. I found out that this. I know this is from the religious mod. I did run into something else while playing one character. I don't know. I don't know if it was like. It didn't actually. I don't actually know if there was actually anything useful to it. Now I feel like a legitimate wizard. Oh, I just thought of something. Is Wraithgar an armor? Wraithgar is heavy armor. That's depressing. And the mantle is light armor. The armor itself is light armor. I may need to go... Okay. So we're not going to bother with that, but we are going to eventually look into... Great, now I have to go back to... Wow.
Must be the place.
That was a poor choice of decisions. Whatever.
very impressive, is it? If this ends up being a wasted trip, your friend Dexian and I are gonna have some words when we get back.
Oh, trust me, I feel the same way. We can also put the Mithril home outside of Castle Volcar, technically. Castle Volcar works as a good place. Not to mention that one place with the Dwemer throne. Sarah's probably more willing than Sarana to give Dexian the benefit of the doubt. She doesn't believe that Dexian has a reason to lie to us, so it's possible that we will find our way to whatever glade he is talking about. It's always possible that it's just around the corner. Epic foreshadowing is epic. Where'd Sarana go? There she is. I want her to be here because she says something. She speaks during this, and it's pretty good dialogue.
Wow. Look at this place. No one's been here in centuries. I doubt there's any other place like it in Skyrim. It's beautiful.
I can think of a few other places that are similar to it.
Now,
Have you ever seen anything like this?
it's not like anything else in Skyrim, I can tell you that much. From now or before. There's probably groves like this all over Tamriel. Most people just don't even know what to look for.
I can't imagine that somebody didn't wander in here eventually. I don't know if I agree with her whole thought process that this place hasn't been touched in centuries. It's probably one of those places that just most people who come here aren't going to defile it. Would defiling it being going around picking up all the flowers? I like the flowers. We've got a lot of the ancestor moths in the area. Ooh, interesting. We have the draw. We have the draw knife.
Down one of those canticle trees.
I think this is a canticle tree. Grab some of
Hope
this
the
bark.
moths like that bark as much as Dexian said they would. Look at them. They've definitely taken a liking to you.
Ooh.
Unless I'm seeing things, they're starting to... I don't know.
Probably a weird feeling for Sarah. Oh, I didn't realize all these yellow flowers. I don't know if I can't remember if yellow flowers have a use, but I can say that I'm going to grab everything because we need to get more alchemy supplies for next round of alchemy. We probably won't do much grinding for the rest of the game. I'm not going to sit there and grind out all the way to level 100, that's for sure. I thought about doing that, or at least grinding out as high as I could. I ended up choosing not to in the end because, well, I didn't want to grind super long, and I didn't want to grind while off camera. I gotta find a bunch of these swarms of these moths and attract them. Which basically you just gotta walk around until you find a bunch of clusters. They're fluttering all around all over this place. I think there's more than 7 clusters in the grove. And we are starting to glimmer. Sarana says it pretty early, but you do glow more and more the more moths you get. Just continue walking around, gathering stuff, gathering ingredients, and you'll get all your moths eventually. This is another one of the quests that you'll do that'll, if you're Dawn Guard or if you're Vampire, you're gonna get this. There are some quests that are unique to them, and there are some quests that are not. Wow, a hunting bow up here. What world does that even mean? In Earth? Guess I will take this. I actually don't know if that means anything. I don't think it does.
I think that might have been what we were waiting for. Let's head back up there and see if we can read the scrolls.
Down there, Sarana. It's below us. There's a lot of ancestor moths following me now. It's a whole cluster of them. Alright, so now we gotta read the blood scroll. Actually, we're gonna zoom in for this. I don't know if there's a difference. I don't think there is, but we're gonna zoom in for this. We open up the first one. The second one. Flashbang. Where's Sarra at? Oh, she must be coming down that way. Yep, there she is.
Are you okay? Almost thought I lost you there. You went as white as the snow.
It felt strange, to say the least.
I could see it in your eyes. You looked about 1,000 leagues away. What about Ariel's bow? Do you know where we can find it?
There's a place we need to go, called Darkfall Cave.
And it's almost over. We can finally rewrite the prophecy as we see fit. Where is this Darkfall Cave?
The scroll gave me its exact location.
Then let's get going. I want to get there before my father has a chance to track
One of the
us
few
down.
times in this game where it actually tells you, explaining how the heck you know where you're going. Magic scroll location. Well, what do you know of Ariel's bow?
Not much. If you read any history, it shows up from time to time, but it's a hard thing to track. As far as I know, though, it's never been held by a vampire. That would be a new one.
Interesting. What does it have to do with the sun?
Ariel is one of the elven gods. He's with the rest of them in Aetherius. The way I've heard it, the sun represents the connection from our world to theirs. Supposedly, the bow draws its energy from the sun itself, which is why it
Did you
shows
hear
up
something?
in that prophecy. Where'd you come from?
Oh. We have guests. Eat fireball. Ah. Troll and armor.
Who's there?
Or of these Dawnguard pests. I may need to go speak with Isran and see if I can figure out what's going on with him. Wonder if we should go do that before we go deal with getting the bow itself. What do you guys think? Want to go talk to Isran? I do. That's because I want to see what happens. I've actually never gone to Isran at this point. We're gonna go talk to Isran. I'm gonna go see what happens. So I usually don't go back there afterward, except for once you finish the quest, and you get a side quest to go back eventually. I don't want to go all the way back there because I don't want to go all the way to I don't want to end up inside of Fort Dawnguard. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. I like how he mentions personal bathing, and like the only time I could, and like Clockwork Castle is the only thing that adds a possibility of bathing other than swimming in the river. I don't think we can go this way. I think that this is going to end up leading us to a very sad outcome. Go on, because I think Not sure, but I don't think that this is going to take us where we need to go.
Where'd you
So I think that's marking the exit of... Let's go ahead and check the dragon for stuff. I have been trying to figure out which mod I have installed that gives me the dragon essence. We're probably going to end up removing that.
doors? Or energy? Anyway. Yes.
And be gone, dragon skeleton. Will this work, or do I? Yeah, I need my ring. Actually,
So I'm sure we can strike a bargain.
he's only got 2,000. I thought this guy had more. That's depressing. And he barely has anything on him. Sheesh. Sell you a bunch of that. I'm gonna sell a bunch of the Darn Guard stuff. You can also take a bunch of fat. That brings us down a little bit.
Ah, sweet oblivion, soon shall.
I would like find the Dawn Guard entrance. I don't want to teleport to the Dawn Guard, to the Fort Dawn Guard. Not because of the fact that I don't like teleporting. I don't want to teleport to Fort Dawn Guard because I feel like that'll put me on the steps of Fort Dawn Guard, and I don't want to face having to fight them directly like that. We're going to try and approach them. If they turn this into a war, then, well, we're just going to leave. I have no reason to fight them, and I don't really have reason to deal with them. And more, I just want to try and parlay. We might be able to use them for fighting Harkon. And if we're going to go to one place, we might as well see if we can get the Dawn Guard on our side. Because we're going to be fighting Harkon, we might as well have the Dawn Guard at our back. Although they might want to kill all of the vampires. Well, we'll see. There they are. We'll see if they've changed anything since last time I was here. I don't expect them to be very useful. Or very helpful. Technically, I don't know if they would know that I betrayed them. Hello? Anybody here? It's me, Sarah. I went off to check out that place, and then let's just say I proceeded to get lost.
And what if the vampires come here after the Dawn Guard? We'll be stuck right in the middle.
Good question. Why are you all here?
I hope Alfie doesn't think less of me. But I can't protect her on my own.
Never should have
Where'd you
come
come
here.
from?
Sarra! We didn't come here to fight them. I guess we are fighting them. Goodbye. Oh wow. The ash piled her. So much for bringing her back. So I was thinking that I could just bring her back if the whole... Ooh. Is she a vampire? Wait a minute. Why she turned to an ash pile? I'm so confused. Something tells me this ain't gonna work out. Place still looks like a mess. Hello? Isran?
Who's there?
Beckenbauer? Helen? Hi. Go away. Go away. I was about to say, you're probably also going to be very aggressive against me, aren't you?
Man off.
Oh. Apparently he's not dead.
Must be gone now. Man off.
We have Mage's Haven on here. No, we do not. We're going to use Mage's Haven and get out of here. Obviously, Eastron has no interest in joining and helping us. The fool.
Must be gone. Must be gone now. Must be gone now.
We're also seeming to break his Sarana's AI by being here, so we'll head it back. But with that, I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays to anybody else who worships, who follows any other belief systems that have them going somewhere else. I probably am going to do one more. I feel like doing one more, and I have time tonight to do another one, so I'm going to do one more. You guys are going to get an extra episode for this year, and then, like I said, these are going to be the last 2 episodes. I do want to do another episode, though, because I kind of want to push until we get Ariel's bow, but I will only be doing one more, so if we don't get Ariel's bow in the next one, we won't be getting Ariel's bow this year, we'll be getting it next year. But I hope you all have enjoyed the episode. If you've enjoyed it, the best thing you can do for me is leave a comment section down below. I'd love to talk to you. But other than that, I'll talk to y'all later.